Hey everybody, welcome back to a renewed homestead. I'm Ben, and today we're talking about bees' needs. Not bees' knees, bees' needs. I told you I spent 7 weeks in a course down at the community college and learned a lot of information. And my neighbor Travis and I both got a couple of beehives from from the class and our teacher. Well, last week, I've had a very exciting week. Right in this apple tree right behind me, I caught a swarm. And I will put some footage in there. Denise. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got our first swarm. Denise does not care for flying things. She understands and appreciates bees, but she doesn't want to be anywhere near them. So she stood a distance away and recorded while I caught them. And you'll see I was standing on the top rung of the ladder. Not the smartest idea. And sorry, the gnats are jumping into my eyes. It's that time of year. And the very next day, there was another swarm on the exact same branch in the tree. And so I called Travis. I'm like, hey, grab one of your beehives. I've got a swarm for you. So we grabbed those out and got mine set up, got his set up. Everything seemed good. And then one of the local guys here who's been keeping bees for years, and he's got hundreds of bees, and I don't know if he would want me using his name or not, so we'll leave it out. But he said, hey, let's take a look at your bees. And he's like, I'll bet that swarm was yours. And so we got to digging through there and opened it up, and he's like, you need to check your bees about every 8 days, especially this time of year, and to stay ahead of the queen cells. And sure enough, we got digging in there, and I think we counted 14 queen cells. A few of them had already hatched. And he's like, well, you can make bees, you can make honey. You're not gonna be able to do both. So he came back a few days later, brought some smaller boxes that he uses to just set up 2 or 3 frames. Actually, there's 4 frames, two frames with pollen and nukes and all that. And we either set the queen from the big box into that, or we use one of the queen cells. We cut that off and put that in there. And so he got me set up with 3 of those smaller boxes, which here in another week we'll be able to put into the big beehives, and we'll actually have gone from essentially one beehive to 5 in a matter of a couple of weeks. And what's curious is I will put I'll take a picture of it. I didn't even think to bring it with me. I did not realize how fast bees actually worked. They say busy as a bee, but I had no idea. The swarm that we put in the box, there's no foundation, which is what they start building the honeycomb on and filling with the eggs and the honey and all that. There was a good size, several good size pieces of honeycomb already built 3 days later. I just had no idea. And that's why he was saying, especially this time of year, you've got to stay ahead of it. Be in that box about every 8 days and split as you need to. Get rid of the queen cells if you need to. But I'm very, very appreciative. And the point is, you got to keep your ears open and keep learning, keep listening. No 2-hour class is going to teach you all that. And I thought I was Travis and I both thought we were doing the right thing by letting our beehives get set up. Just leave them alone, let them build up and do their thing. Well, mine swarmed. We're certain it swarmed. And then when we were talking down the hill here, buzzed the big, it sounds like a jet engine up high going up over your head. There was another swarm that went, and we're pretty sure that was out of Travis's box. So he's got his hive set up. I've got my hive set up. But in the middle of all this, I was getting ready to, check on the bees. I needed to make up some more bee syrup, which is just a 1-to-1 ratio, sugar and water, while they're establishing their new comb, their new setup. And the phone rings, and my neighbor says, "Hey, you've got a new baby lamb." What? We did not know that any of our sheep were pregnant. We've been watching very close because, we've got little Sir Lambs a lot. I think we kind of did away with the Big Tasty. It was funny, but I don't think we want to call him Big Tasty. Sir Lambs a lot is down there, and he's doing very well. And sure enough, there's a new little baby lamb down there. So very blessed to have expanded our sheep herd. Unfortunately, it is another male, so he will not be able to stay long. Obviously, we'll let him get big enough to where, we can sell him, whatever we decide to do with that. But we were really hoping for a girl. There is one other sheep down there that seems to possibly be pregnant, so we're watching her very closely. But pretty exciting stuff. We did find a neighbor locally, well, about a half hour away, but she's been raising bees for a long time, and she had some 8-frame nuke boxes that she was no longer using that we were able to pick up, and we just need to get some frames in those, and we'll keep expanding. But I think that was the major part I wanted to cover, was that you learn something every day. We thought we were doing right by leaving the bees alone. We got to be in there and be active with them. And we did learn that we have some very docile bees. Our queen appears to be Russian, and I guess they're very cold hardy, so that's very, very good for here. And we'll keep going. I mean, I hadn't planned on getting into the bee business other than maybe some kind of as a hobby. You can see them back up there, but I'm gonna have to expand the platform out and kill the poison ivy that's all around the base of it now. But we've got 5 hives and might be more coming along. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, and keep watching, because Denise has got another video coming out about useful weeds that I wouldn't consider a weed. We're actually very, very happy to have found that we've got it growing in surplus around here. So anyway, take care. Thanks for tuning in. Be good to each other. God bless, and we will see you on the next video. Bye.